let's just, hello everyone. Sorry about not saying anything. I was just I was just putting links everywhere they were supposed to be put. So, over the weekend, while I was away on vacation, a thought occurred to me. I have drawn a lot of the Sesh sort of character high moments, but I don't think I've ever really drawn characters once they've been brought to kind of their personal low. Like, I don't think I've drawn that, and I want to change that. So, now, for the context behind this particular scene, this is occurring during the party's stay in Melitus, and a lot of the conflict that's going on in Melitus at the moment is because of, well, Heliod and himself wanting to be worshipped above the other gods. Now, this means that a lot of the other temples at the moment are closed. Any chance I could draw them? Sure. I just, need... Maybe that'll be the art stream for tomorrow. Or a pre-recorded, since it's a bunch of characters. Anyways, so... So, Ava is in these sort of... The thing about the Melitus arc for Ava is Ava has to hide who she is publicly for basically the entire thing. Because, well, she's a Crowan soldier. Her being in the city could be viewed as a declaration of war. So... And this is a sequence taking place in one of the more recently uploaded episodes where the party... Well, first up, if you haven't watched Dice Sesh in a while, or just haven't watched it in general, there's a handy dandy link down in the description. Thank you. She's not. Once I get to that point in the drawing, you'll see kind of what she's kneeling before. Basically, as a result of Heliod's sort of edict, a lot of the temples are closed in Meletus, and it's implied some of them have been damaged or vandalized. And while the party is in the Meletus arc, if you guys have watched up to the most recent episode, then you know what the party's recently been getting up to, namely the mass healing pseudo miracle. Not gonna lie, in the in one of these abandoned temples. As a result, you probably also know that when Ava was sent out to get supplies, she kind of retreated to the Temple of Iroas, which had received some pretty substantial damage, to ask for guidance, which of course she would. She's the man's champion. Of course she would ask him for aid. And while she's in that temple kind of asking for help, she does sort of break down a bit because she doesn't know what to do in this situation. And given that Ava is usually the one who knows what she's doing, that's in general not great. Fortunately, if you've listened to the episode, you know that everything gets resolved, but I still figured that this would be an interesting moment to draw because I've done a lot of Ava's sort of like personal highs or and stuff like that, but I haven't really drawn, and just her existing, but I haven't really drawn some of her more kind of pivotal character moments, which I've discovered tend to be the ones where the character is not exactly having a good time. Okay, there we go. And there's all the stuff with Aslan she's dealing with, and Jude, and just everything else that's happening. She's doing her best to kind of keep herself together, but this is kind of her backlog. How did. Uh. No, she did not end up pursuing that relationship. She and her established romantic partner were able to resolve their differences like civilized adults. She is still in the relationship she was in to start with. But basically, the party was able to aid the. not not too particularly much, Bean. Basically, yeah, Ava kind of retreated to this temple to kind of, for the first time since she was chosen to be Iroas' champion, so like directly go, hey, big man, what do I do? Just sort of go, help me. And a lot of it is definitely kind of Ava not knowing what to do, but sort of going with going with a lot And before you guys start to panic, no, this is not a head. It is me applying form to a helmet. This is sort of the form for a helmet. Um, but yeah, Ava, this moment I'm drawing here is very much sort of Ava. Oh god, that is tiny for a helmet. There, that'll do. Thank God for digital art. Lets me fix all kinds of sins. But yeah, basically Ava has this sort of moment where she doesn't know if she can help sort of resolve all of this. Like, she's gonna try, by God, but she's not sure she actually can. And so she ends up having this very sort of poignant moment in the Temple of Iroas where she's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Help me. And, well, she ends up getting the help she needs, and the party manages somehow to save a bunch of people who really, really very much needed their help. Then they went on. It's like, and Ava then escorted Toros to do his thing. They had a conversation, and sort of the next day when they spoke again, the two sort of realized, okay, we were both exhausted and stressed and making wild misinterpretations of our emotional states. Let's just not talk about that again. Eh, yeah, kind of not great, but it honestly could have gone a lot worse. On the bright side, the party got a bit of a perspective check on just how strange their outlooks on existence are, which was kind of funny. And for those of you worried about Tauros being brokenhearted, he's fine. He does net himself a girlfriend. Yeah, and don't worry about Tauros being wildly brokenhearted. He does. The man does manage to net himself a lady friend, so don't worry too hard on that front. Now, if anybody's wondering why Ava doesn't have any armor on, I'm pretty sure by at this point in the timeline she hadn't received her new armor yet. So she kind of is running around in some borrowed civilian clothing. Well, the party's shenanigans are the main reason why Cadmus has probably dived headfirst into alcoholism. But it is not helped by the fact that Menelaus, Ava's romantic interest, is on the Council of 12, Akros's governing body. And also his cousin, but that's not really here nor there. But yeah, Ava's entire existence is a diplomatic incident. Ava's existence in the city is a diplomatic incident waiting to happen. So she's a princess of her home country. She is so far down the line of succession it's not funny, but she is what she is. The Praetorians. Oh yeah. That would be Cadmus's uncle, not the father to Ava's romantic interest, but that would be Harrow, a historian in the city, and a friend of Tauros's dad. Oh, that's why. I'm dumb. Yeah, the party had to deal with that. But all in all, I do think the party handled that really, really well. But yeah, during that whole sequence of event, basically the party there was a book that a party member needed to get that was drag him home, break his knees. Well, most likely, yes. It would definitely be on her it would definitely be on her list of things to do to this boy for being dumb. Because oh boy. But yeah, basically the party had to do a heist essentially to get a book their wizard Jude needed. We love Jude, but at the same time, Jude has been the source of a lot of things the party has had to deal with. If everything that Theros party has had to do and has done comes to light, Tauros would be grounded forever. I mean, his parents already had a conniption upon discovering he went anywhere near Akros, so God only knows what they'd do to him for actually anything else he's done. Pure of heart but dumb of ass. The essence of Tauros. Yeah, we. The best way we can define Tauros is the good hearted himbo. We love you, but occasionally we wonder how, in the name of all that is sacred and consecrated, you passed medical school. But yeah, yeah, Ava is and yeah, as an additional sort of like thing. Not only was this Ava's first sort of time being actively sort of praying to a god, like with intent for something to happen instead of just praying for holy ceremony reasons. And she's doing it because she has hit up every single apothecary storehouse, every single apothecary, medicus's office, everywhere she can think of for miles and miles. or she can think of in basically the entirety of Meletus. And she's very much just going, I am out of options. I need to do something. And so she goes to the temple. She does have to kind of commit a little bit of breaking and entering because there were guards, but that's neither here nor there. And she figured, hey, I'm Iroas' chosen. I'm his champion. This'll all get figured out. Yeah, basically during all of the goings on in Meliton. God, those are way too low. There. That's better. Do not expect this helmet to look nice. I'm trying. Yeah. I mean, there was a whole yeah, the heist episode, which I believe came out quite recently, was kind of funny, but also kind of scary because, like, there were sections there where it did not look good for those involved. And not just because somebody thought it'd be a good idea to have Tauros go try and convince his dad, hey, your historian buddy has some sketchy stuff in his basement. Let's make sure there aren't any dead bodies down there. Cue perhaps the most comedic segment of a Dice Sesh episode for a while. Just Tauros trying to convince his dad there's something up in that basement, Dad. His dad, we don't go in people's basements. Meanwhile, the rest of the party, it's a murder basement, send help. But yeah, A thing that everybody should kind of keep in mind. Peeking in. Hey, Felix! Good to see you. Things are going pretty well. I'm drawing the Eva in the Temple of Iroas scene, and so far that's going pretty well. Yeah, that would be great. If you'd like, Felix, I can draw a sort of, I can draw that, hypothetical scene I've been sorta chipping away at, but I kinda need your input for. Yeah. May the rest of today go smoothly, and may you not be plagued by idiot foremen. Hey Kai! Hey Des! Or just hey Kai! Oh, I'm drawing the sequence from Sesh, Eva in the Temple of Iroas, that bit where she kind of has that little bit of a breakdown and sort of talks to Iroas for the first time in a while, like, please help me? Yeah, Felix, it is definitely a holy crap, everybody! The gang's all here, all we need is Mumsy and Common. And that'll be everybody who was actually involved in this arc. Also, I am abysmal at drawing helmets. Like, I cannot draw a helmet. But yeah, like, I never described it as such in the episode, but but seeing the temple of the god who picked her sort of rendered to this state of just being wrecked. If I think Breath of the Wild's eaten him. Yes, Breath of the Wild has eaten him. uh, uh, uh. Anyways, so yeah. He gonna do when Stories comes out. Oh, Stories is going to eat him too. What happened? Well, um, what happened in Dice Sesh fairly recently? That's to come out later. But yeah, basically seeing the temple of the god she worships, sort of put to the state it is in. And it is. Yeah, basically, seeing the Temple of Iroas in the state it's in kind of breaks Ava's heart a lot. Because Iroa, if you guys have read the Theros book, if you haven't, please do. but if you've read it, you'll know Acroan's uh, Iroas is kinda their favorite god? So, for Ava, who is a devout Acroan through and through, seeing one of his temples. What happened in that basement? Oh! Ha ha! Turns out Cadmus's uncle was up to some dark shit. Fire rats, yes. There were fire rats. Fire rats, anti-magic thingy that would have siphoned the life juju out of a lot of things. It was. I'm not gonna call it a mess. Because mess isn't really the word for it. Yeah, there were fire rats, some puzzles. It was quote unquote fun. Yeah, that fight was a great time. Ava got to be a badass. Again. But yeah, like that the sequence with Ava in the temple is very sort of the basics were that to try and fix everything going on, yeah, yeah, and it was a great Ava scene because you have Ava, well, being herself, her very sort of true, authentic self. Like, jeez. Oh well, there's the problem. Yeah, and like that's also I think when the party discovered that her beau Moira was summonable. Yeah, yeah, that was a cool sequence. Even if I flubbed it a little bit by having a brain cramp on Ava's family name. Party reaction. Well, honestly, Ava's, by the grace of God, been able to kind of keep that to herself. Hello, Dragon Rider. You have not. Well, you missed the construction lines, but we're getting to the good bits now, quote unquote. Yes, actually, that was a sequence. Basically, Ava revealed to Takis what she was off to go do, and Takis went, I'm gonna help. One nat 20 on use of a disguise kit later, and Ava is a stunner. And yeah, there was a little bit of like a, are you done playing dress up with me now? But, yeah. I call that. It's fine. Ugh, taxes. The only thing more inevitable than death. Oh, wrong layer. Story of my life. But yeah, well, there's a difference between the party being aware that she has a love life and the party actually meeting the subject of that love life. And what has occurred at this point in time is they know he exists. Doesn't yeah, they're like, okay, yeah, and good for you, Ava. Aw, thank you, Kai. You're the best. Well, kinda. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jude was more focused on other things. Yeah, see you Friday, Kai. the same info. Yep. That is definitely a concern. Oh yeah, yeah, that's definitely a concern. At least one Ava has. It's like, Taurus, your mom's an awesome person, but I'm also mildly concerned that if any harm befalls you, she will squish us all like fresh eggs. Mhm. And I would like to stay alive. Yes, I have. I've actually watched a lot of videos on the subject. I do not, by any stretch, claim to be any sort of expert on the matter, but I do know a chunk. Yeah, the yeah, Cadmus's mom, yeah, Tauros's mom would definitely use the use a mace on the rest of the party. Ooh, yes. Good news, not a mace. Bad news, maul. For context, walls are worse. Ah, that is a mental image I have now. Yeah, I hate. You should see some of the stuff autocorrect does to Mumsy. The guy who voices Jack. Yeah, the guy who voices Spyro. His autocorrect hates him with a fiery, fiery passion. Yeah, one of the things Ava's really looking forward to when the party returns to Melitus is her getting to see Menelaus again, as one would expect. Now, let's go with this being a sort of cream colored tunic. Yes, it is. And Taurus's mum is strong enough to swing one around like it's really not anything special. The party is in danger. If she ever gets like really truly angry at us, it's definitely to say, "Oh, we're in for a bad time." Yeah, probably that is most likely what one does with a mall. Now, if anyone's wondering what the deal with this helmet is, it's the basically it's decorative. Well, there's the thing. Ava's stayed in disguise basically the entire time she's been around Tauros's mum. The odds are small, but there are still odds that she doesn't know. Now, yes, Theros, the Acroans are very much inspired by Spartans and all that good stuff. I think it's a music reference. I don't actively know. I am. When it comes to certain things, I am not smart. Yeah, basically. That will change once I add the background, I think. Yeah, they're according to the DM, uh Apparently, Tauros's mum has known pretty much the entire time that something's up with Ava, but has decided against saying anything for reasons. Hello, darling. Yeah. Uh, please DM me what occurred because I might miss sections. Hey, hon. Odd question. What was the sort of temple main sort of floored with? Okay, thanks. Shoot. Sure. Uh, yeah, direct message would probably be the most, Ah, there's the sticky little wicket. And I was wondering why I'm hiding Ava. I just remembered. Awesome! But yeah, Yeah, basically the temple scene for Ava was very much sort of a decision point for her. But yeah, it but yeah, am I tired? Kinda, but like no more so than usual, I guess. And the last piece. There we go. Now that I look at it, I think I'm gonna keep the sort of gloomier atmosphere because it serves the kind of melancholiness of the moment better. Well, well, thank you all very much for stopping by. I am gonna have to hop off so I can do some tidying up around the house. And I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now!